how can one organization know how much I, as this organization, can use of that carrying capacity among all the organizations in the world, including all the people in the world, across all nations. And so that's the complex setting that we have in this. But we have also already solutions out there and concepts to deal with this complexity. And that is related to context-based sustainability assessments. And so coming back to our example from the beginning, if we have no context in a sustainability reporting, now related to climate change, we have an information there like climate gases or greenhouse gases have been reduced by 5% per product. If we would give that information context-based, we would say the total amount of emissions has increased of that organization, and that product with the 5% has contributed that the increase was not so high than it would have been if this reduction would have not happened. But overall, this organization's emissions have been rising and have not been reduced by 5%. And in addition, if this organization would work with the Science-Based Targets Initiative, we would have the information how that relies to the fair share of that organization. So what does the Science-Based Targets Initiative do? They have looked at, with a top-down approach, understanding how industry is contributing to greenhouse gas emissions on a global scale, and then have looked at if at 2050, the whole industry, if we want to stay within the less than 1.5 degrees Celsius of global warming, what does the industry have to do to decarbonize? And what remains then per industry, per sector, to be allowed to be emitted? And so every industry sector needs to have a decarbonization path until 2050. And the Science-Based Targets has an overall target for all industry, for cross-industry, that every industry in average needs to decarbonize by 90% compared to the year 2021.